Many thanks for your company. Details of the AM News now. Ghana's High Commissioner to Kenya, Damte Bediakosare, is advising Ghanaians to be wary of traveling to Kenya as protests escalate in the East African country. Protesters have vandalized several state properties in the capital, Nairobi, including the Senate, due to the introduction of new taxes. Internet services have been cut across the capital. Now, speaking on Connect Africa with Blessed Sogam, High Commissioner Damte Bediakosare advised Ghanaians planning to travel to Kenya to be cautious of the situation.
It's happening here in Kenya. I think that's what is expected from any democratic country where citizens can, exercise their constitutional rights, including through demonstrations to express their grievances to their government. Indeed, Kenya has become a preferred destination for most Ghanaians, either for business, tourism, or other purposes.
I'm with. Can you hear me, sir? Yes, you can just go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. So, like I said, Kenya has become a preferred destination for most Ghanaians, either traveling for business, tourism, or for some other purposes. But that also shows the potentials, in the two countries, both Ghana and Kenya. As we speak, we may be aware that there are about 9, Kenyan Airways flights, in a week to Accra. So that tells you there's a lot happening in the two countries. There are a lot of Kenyans also traveling to Ghana for business and other purposes. But with respect to Ghanaians traveling to Kenya, either for tourism or business or any other purpose, at this stage, with what is happening, we can only advise that you have to stay informed. If you're already in the country, our advice is that you keep updated with the latest news, particularly from the local news outlets, as well as international news platforms like BBC, CNN, or among others. If you are also still in Kenya, it may be advisable that you avoid, protest areas. You stay away from known hotspots such as central business, districts and other areas where protests are likely to take place. But if you are about to travel, then the preferred advice that we may wish to offer is that you try and contact your travel agents or airline that you intend to travel with for some guidance and advice.
A member of the National Democratic Congress 2024 Manifesto Committee, Henry Michael Yamson, has indicated that the NDC would be able to provide the needed energy to run the 24-hour economy when voted into power. He said it was a former President John Dramani Mahama who resolved the energy crisis before exiting, therefore is capable of providing the energy the country needs to run the 24-hour economy. Mr. Harry Yamson said this at a symposium organized by the NDC to educate Ghanaians on the benefits of the 24-hour economy policy.
The symposium, which was under the theme Envisioning Avenues for Ghanaian Youth and Budding Entrepreneurs, brought together experts to help explain the policy to the ordinary Ghanaian. According to the party, it was also to dispel disinformation by opponents who seem to suggest the party does not know what the policy brings to the economy. Speaking at the event, Michael Harry Youngson said, what the 24-hour economy seeks to do is to move from an economy of where only 1.5 million people have the security of knowing where their livelihood will come from at a point in time to a Ghana where everybody will have the opportunity to earn a living.
So what the 24-hour economy policy aims to do is to move Ghana from an economy where only 1 in 5 people has the security of knowing where their livelihood will come from to a Ghana where everybody will have the opportunity to earn a decent living. At the end of the day, the question is, what is the 24-hour economic policy about? It is about jobs. It is about making sure that we take the things that work today in Ghana, make them bigger, make them better, make them employ more of us, create for us the opportunity to export Ghana to the world.
The National Youth Organizer, George Opare, said it was sad that the economy had been run down to the extent that 8.4 million Ghanaians have gone a day without a meal.
I saw a report from the Statistical Service that scared me a bit. And what the report said was that in the last 6 months, 8.4 million Ghanaians have gone a day without food. And if you are Ghanaian, maybe you have not gone a day without food. But if 1/3 of the total population have gone a day without food, it poses as a danger to all of us. And this is as a result of bad economic policies that the Kufuor have bestowed on us.
In an interview, the Northern Regional Secretary of the NDC, Mohammed Salam, said the symposium was a platform to offer Ghanaians the opportunity to ask questions and get clarity on the policy.
See that our opponents are busy trying to do everything to throw some mad policy to let it appear to the average Ghanaian that it is not a policy that we have goodwill or we really intend. So they want to put it out there that the NDC itself is unable to even explain their 24-hour. Not that the 24-hour economy is not feasible. Are you with me? So we have come to implement this symposium through partnering with the civil society to provide a platform for young people to come together and the expertise so that they bring to fore what really the 24-hour economy is and give opportunity to participants to be able to throw questions at them.
In other stories, Member of Parliament for Wa Central, Dr. Rashid Hassan has placed a 100,000 cedi bounty on anyone who has information that will lead to the arrest of suspects involved in the gruesome murder of 2 night watchmen in Wa almost 2 weeks ago. Addressing a press conference in Wa to announce the bounty, he expressed worry about the incident, which he said is making the municipality unsecure. Joy News about West Regional correspondent Rafiq Salam reports from Wa.
Residents of Wa are yet to come to terms over the suspected gruesome murder of 2 night watchmen in the municipality. The incident took place at 2 different locations, but not far apart from each other. The suspected callous murder of Nabiengo Kobena and Sedu Tasong on June 16 brought the number of persons killed in the municipality back at 15 in the last 3 years. Since this latest incident, the Upper West Regional Security Council, led by the Upper West Regional Minister, Stephen Yakubu, has mapped out various strategies to not only put a stop to the inhumane act, but apprehend the suspects as well. This they did, among others, by deploying dozens of security personnel in the municipality to beef up the fragile security situation. Member of Parliament for Wa Central, Dr. Rashid Hassan is shocked and in disbelief as to what may be the motive of the suspected murderers, insisting that the issue is alien to the cultural norms of the people.
The impression is that there's ritual killing taking place in this town. Lots of lives are lost. There's pain in town, and the people are very much aggrieved about what is going on. We can't hide the pain, and there's need for us to address the challenges we're facing right now. To those who are harming the people here, that Wa has always been a peaceful place, and so it attracts a lot of people, including the people who are killing others. If Wa were not peaceful, definitely no killer would have come here to find solace, to work, and to earn a living. We want to maintain this peace. And so we are addressing this problem also to them as well, to ensure that they are back in town as peaceful citizens and not as criminals and murderers.
He placed 100,000 Ghana cedis bounty for persons who will come out with information that will lead to the arrest of the perpetrators of the heinous act.
In order to ensure that the public works along with us, we want to announce a bounty, a reward to all those who are capable of finding who the murderers are. That's if you are able to get the murderers, an individual or a collective are able to find these murderers, report to the police, ensure that they are arrested and that they are properly prosecuted.
Medical equipment installed at the Sewa Regional Hospital in the Ashanti region have their warranties expired even before they are put to use. Health Minister Dr. Bernard Okoboy, who's touring some projects in the region, has assured of government's preparedness to operationalize the facility in 3 months. But contractors on the project are proposing the government secures additional warranty for the medical equipment. Nanaya Aljima has more in the following report.
The 250-bed Sewa Regional Hospital is one of the 9 hospital projects constructed by Eurojet the Invest across the country. All 43 medical and non-medical buildings sitting on a 25-acre land are completed, with most of the medical equipment fixed. Contractors say the facility was completed in September 2021, but operationalization has been delayed due to challenges with power and poor road connectivity. But they are unable to meet import duty on some furniture for the hospital.
All of the subcontractors now, they are claiming for all of this due period which has been delayed, and they are requesting for extension of time claims, plus delay damage claims and all of this. Plus the warranty which has already expired for all the equipment. Right now, if we are going to commission the hospital, we will need to buy again 1-year warranty from the suppliers. And this will cost again EDI too much. Plus also some of the equipment and furniture, we have it in the board. Due to the financial constraints, we couldn't pay for the clearance of those equipment and furniture, and we are incurring a lot of demurrage for this one.
Aside the power challenges, issues of water supply and internet connectivity were raised. Already, a power substation is at an advanced stage of completion. The road network to the hospital is in a poor shape, though it has been awarded on contract. Nonetheless, Dr. Okoboy is resolute on seeing the project operationalized in 3 months.
At least I've seen the roads. Even if we get drainage done, to do a road, the side drainage is very important. Once you have drainage and the margin of the road is defined, it shouldn't take a year forever to have from the main road to this place to have the works done. I've been told that by the regional minister that it's been given to a contractor. That is how we work at the ministry. We are going to even meet the contractor. We are not going to leave any gap. We don't want excuses. A project that started in 2008 should run out of excuses by now. And so, as for DG, DG and his team, Director General, they are very good at mobilizing themselves to operationalize the facility. So if we do 60 days and they do worst case 30 days, in the next 3 months, before September ends, we should be able to start having patients visiting this hospital.
Meanwhile, the Bekwai Hospital, which was commissioned under the present NPP administration, has become the game changer in healthcare delivery in the municipality. Cases from districts in the catchment are referred to the facility. The hospital has, however, encountered power challenges among others. Dr. Ebenezer Osei Akoto its acting medical superintendent.
We have a peculiar issue in this hospital concerning our power. The engineers have told us that because of the machine, they built in a mechanism such that whenever there's power fluctuation from the ECG lines, the power to the hospital cuts. And that leads to frequent cuts of power to the hospital, and that interrupts our activity, care of patients and all that.
For Joy News, Nana Yaljima, Kumasi.
The Haven of Love Children's Foundation, a Christian-based NGO, has organized a free medical screening exercise for vulnerable people in the Boko West district of the Upper East region. The exercise was one of many community service gestures by the NGO, founded by Joy News Impact Makers awardee or award nominee Samuel Nana Bekai Jirakta. Our correspondent Albert Sori has more.
Driven by a passion for giving back to the community, Samuel Nana Bekai Jirako started mobilizing his friends to embark on various projects to help the people of the Boko West district as his contribution to bring some positive change to them. He says his passion stemmed from his experiences working with the people of this area during his national service in 2015.
But when I came precisely to Teshi community in the Boko West district of the Upper East region of Ghana, I fell in love with the place. I saw the need. The poverty level made parents not to focus on their children. They were not intentional on their children. And a lot more going on in the community. And I had the leading from God to start this foundation.
Samuel later started the Haven of Love Children's Foundation, which has since 2018 engaged in various community service projects, including mobilizing teams of medical professionals to provide free health checks, consultations, and give medications to hundreds of residents in the Boko West district. This year's medical outreach was no different.
For the past 4 days, we've been having medical screening exercise. It's free of charge in partnership with Comprehensive Rehabilitation Services Dansumen. We brought doctors from Boasi and Kumasi who are here sacrificing because of the love of Christ to make impact. And it's been amazing because a lot of people who don't have access to doctors have met doctors and interacted with them. So we are trying to partner with Ghana Health Service and help the people and introduce them to the fact that they need to have regular medical checkups.
A team of medical professionals led by doctors provided health screening services to residents covering blood pressure and sugar level checks, malaria and typhoid tests, dental and eye care consultations, distribution of medications and vitamins, among others.
For the screening that we have done so far, in one community we realized that most of the people, especially the men, had problems with their lower back pains and waist pains. In another community we realized they had high blood pressure as something that was running through, common to most of them. For the children, what we have realized is the anemic situation, like they look like they are malnourished, and then their blood HB levels were lower than they are supposed to be. As we've had nutritionists who have spoken to the people to educate them on healthy eating habits.
The medical screening exercise was conducted in 5 communities with a total of 1,200 people benefiting from it. Some of them spoke to Joy News.
I was able to meet the doctor and I was able to know what worries me and what I would do, or the foods I would eat and what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. In fact, I'm very happy.
They treated me well. They look at my BP and my BP is okay. My daughter is very weak. she have not feeling appetite to eat. But as of now, they gave her a medicine that can help her to eat more and get help.
Samuel Nana Bekai Jirako has been nominated in the Health and Social Welfare category of this year's Joy News Impact Makers Awards due to the lives he has touched with the Haven of Love Children's Foundation. He is hopeful that he will be honored with the award so that with the recognition that comes with it, he can touch more lives in many more communities across the Upper East region. For Joy News, Albert Sorry, Zebila, Boko West District.
From Boko West, let's come back to the Greater Accra region. And the La Traditional Council is calling on all members of the Ga community and Ghanaians to maintain peace and unity as they prepare to commence the 5-month-long Homa Festival. Chief of the Council, Ni Ajay Kofe the Sid La Shigetele, emphasized the importance of adhering to the directives of the season to ensure a peaceful celebration. Here's that report.
Homa translates as hooting at hunger, a pivotal celebration in the life of the Ga people. For them, it is a reminder of the years of hunger they suffered decades ago. Now, it is a time of merrymaking, marking the beginning of the new harvest season. The celebration starts from Gamashi through to Teshi and Nungwa. The celebration spans 5 months long and is patronized by people from all walks of life, from different ethnic and religious groups. Secretary of the La Homa Planning Committee, Theodore Ajite, says they are ready for this year's festivities.
Lila, Principal Headers of the La Traditional Council, never invited dignitaries and the cream de la cream of La Town and within the region gather at Majuish, which is the forecourt of the La deity. Now, our Homa Festival, apart from controlling our rich cultural values and traditional practices of the people of La, also ensures that everybody participates actively. In line with this, other activities are organized outside our classes. These events are intended to cater for people from varied backgrounds, faith, beliefs, value standards, and age levels. The purpose of these gatherings inside attractions is to add a national, international, and cross-cultural touch, flavor and spices to the Homa Festival. Some such examples of these side attractions include, but not limited to, the tag of peace competition, traditional custom singing competition, Christian custom singing competition, cooking competition, a beauty pageant, weightlifting competition.
Ni Ajay Kofe the Fourth, La Shikitele, advised people to abide by the rules of the festival.
There are times that we have issues with some of our neighbors during the enforcement of the ban on noise making. We expect that those neighbors that we have the issues with should get closer to us for us to use dialogue to resolve the issues that we have.
The season of merrymaking is also a prime opportunity for businesses. Therefore, Ni Ajay says business-minded people should take advantage of the opportunity.
Aside the culture and then the customary rights, the Homa brings a lot of benefits, especially to the business community. Everything about Homa has a positive effect on the economy, from the clothes that we wear, from the food that we eat, even making calls, sharing things on social media, all have positive effects on the economy. That is why we call on the business community to be associated with the Homa Festival.
The La Homa Festival is celebrated by people from La, Medina and Ayi-Mensa areas. All and sundry are expected to adhere to the restrictions that come with the celebrations and partake in it.
Business updates coming next with Benjamin Nakaku.
Thanks for staying. Let's settle for our business story for the day. And the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the Association of Ghana Industries, Chonam Akpelu, has backed calls for government to invest the $8 billion it has saved from the debt restructuring exercise with external creditors into the productive sectors of the economy. Speaking to Joy Business, Chonam Akpelu called on government to invest in the manufacturing and production sectors to reduce importation.
This type of announcement and some money is coming in. Generally, there will always be some sort of stability. I mean, we're happy that there's more money to play with, and there's more money coming to pushing, we know the benefit of the economy, that we all agree. But as to how this money will be spent to the productive sectors and to at least ensure that we quickly support, products that we can produce locally and minimize importation of those products, it's really our concern. And also how judiciously these resources are going to be spent, to ensure that the productive sectors are given the needed attention. So, yes, we believe that it's at least in the interim, it's something that we can work with, but we're very concerned about how these resources will be spent, especially whether it will be in favor of industry, whether we are going to continue to promote production of those products that we have competitive advantage over, and also minimize importation of these finished products. So really, these are some of our concerns.
And that's it for the business update for today, but handing over back to Sweetie Abochi.
Benjamin, are you ready for news review?
I am. You're looking lovely in your lilac dress.
You know your colors. And that's how we're getting out of here on the AM News. But stay with us. There's still more coming your way on the AM show. We'll be right back.